Colin Kaepernick has his struggles. I guess everybody can look decent compared to that. It's a system that's more fit for Blaine Gabbert, I think, than an athletic Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick was lightning in a bottle, and he got him within a couple minutes of a Super Bowl title. But I think that ship has sailed. Gabbert, definitely a system quarterback. If you let him stay in the pocket and move around a little bit, but not crazy like option running like Michael Vick can do, he can burn you. And he's got pretty good weapons on the offense. That's about the only thing that San Francisco has. He's got some pretty good targets to throw to. And he gets a lot of help from the running backs. Sean Jerome is out there, and Carlos Hyde is, when healthy, one of the better backs in the NFC. So I'm not surprised to see Gabbert have a little bit of success. I will be embarrassed if he has a lot of success on Sunday, but it is what it is. We'll line up our quarterback against their quarterback, and we'll see who actually, can do the best job to lead their teams. It's just, it'd be very hard to sit here and say that one quarterback is going to absolutely outshine the other, because you, quite frankly, just don't know.
Yeah. Matt, let's pick we've done it the last couple weeks with our sponsor, DraftBot.com. DraftBot.com, sign up, use promo code Browns. They'll match up to $300 of your first deposit. In great daily fantasy league, you can have an option fan mode where there's no salary cap, GM mode where there is, and do all sports for the NFL. But let's pick our fantasy 49er and Brown start for the daily fantasy league here for DraftBot.com. There we go. And then we'll make our Browns picks and get to the bark off your tweets in just a couple of moments. So, Matt, for me, I'm gonna go with Carlos Hyde. I touched on it a moment ago. Got to go Carlos Hyde when it comes to my 49er pick, simply because we know how bad this defense is when it comes to stopping the run. No-name guys who are terrible, who you've never heard of, have lights-out days against the Browns. Carlos Hyde isn't an elite running back yet in the National Football League. Certainly competent, certainly having a good season, averaging 4.1 yards per carry. Man, he's going to run wild on this run defense. I'll take Carlos Hyde. Who's your 49er to watch?
I ain't going against you on this one, buddy. I'm going to tag team this one. I'm going to go with Hyde as well. I've seen this rush defense up close and personal a lot this year, and I'm quite for certain that anybody with any type of NFL caliber skills will have a fun day against the Browns. I won't go as far as to say as I could run for 100 on this team, but I know Carlos Hyde can.
Well, and he's a great value, too, on DraftBot.com. Only going to cost you 5.79 points compared to, let's say, Devontae Freeman at 17.53 against Carolina. So, yeah, I think you're going to get real good value out of them right there. For the Cleveland Browns, yeah, this is always tricky. The easy pick is Gary Barnidge. That seems to always be safe. If he is going to start, Matt, I'm going to gamble. I'm going to have a Hail Mary throw in here on fantasy, because if it pays off, it costs you nothing, and you're going to get boom results. I'm going to go Terrell Pryor. If he starts. That's going to be, I think, down to a game day decision probably. If he starts, hopefully the coaching staff puts him in for enough reps for Johnny to find him. We know what he did in college with a big body like Mike Evans. So I'm going to go off the board a little bit and go Terrell Pryor, because Pettin said it looks like he could play, right?
Yes, according to John DiFilippo as well, he's very, very close to being ready to play, which to me means, hey, if he's healthy, he's going to play, because we don't have any bodies left.
Yeah. How close can you be? There's no weapons. Everybody's injured. Put him out there. All right, who's your Brown daily fantasy pick on DraftPot.com, Matt?
Well, there's nobody who's carrying the football. I can say that much.
That is
anyway,
safe.
I would go. I'm going to go with Brian Hartline.
Okay. Possession guy. PPR. Yeah, why not?
Brian Hartline can catch the ball over the middle, and if he gets one block in a short yardage situation, he'll find pay dirt. And he, despite being banged up, is still the healthiest Browns receiver they've got, not named Dwayne Bowe or Terrell Pryor.
Huh.
So I'm going to go with Hartline simply because other than Barnage, he is it for playmakers that are relatively healthy.
I agree. Okay, quick prediction, Matt. Niners or Browns? Give me a score.
I'm going to go with the Niners.
Niners,
I'm
all
going
right.
to go Niners. I'm going to go 21-10.
21-10. Niners. I'm going to go Niners as well, and I'll go 17-7 for. I think there's one touchdown that comes out of the Browns there. I'll go Niners 17-7. I think low scoring, kind of ugly game there. So let's get to your tweets at AndyMC81 at Matt Florjancic in the Barkoff. And our question was, what do you expect out of Johnny Manziel this Sunday? What do you expect? We have from Amy on Twitter says, and Kelly actually on Twitter, essentially saying they want to see Johnny kick butt, but realistically show he can manage the game and be the Browns QB. That's kind of the general consensus from both of them. Want the best, but would settle for an efficient game manager type, which is kind of what we saw his last two starts with some improvement. If you see that, is that okay with you, Matt? Is it just as long, just don't screw up?
If that's the case, then we've horribly misjudged what it takes to be an NFL quarterback. If we're looking at guys and saying just don't screw up, then we're in far more trouble than we think we are. That's a scary thought, but that's what we're at right now.
That's where we are. Okay, that'll do it for this episode of the Doghouse, your inside look at the Cleveland Browns. We both picked 49ers over Browns. Hope we're wrong. Hope Johnny balls out, lights it up, and that we have something exciting to talk about on Monday. Matt, thanks so much, buddy. And try to enjoy the game.
You know what? It beats digging ditches in the middle of December for a living. I'll tell you that much.
Just barely. All right, for Matt Florjancic, WKYC Sports Insider for the Cleveland Browns, I'm Andy McNamara. You've been listening to the Doghouse. Enjoy the game, folks, and as always, go Browns.